Hello. This video is actually, fuck the Grand Exchange, give me a second here. Let's try this again. Hello. Welcome to the bank video. This one has been a long time coming. I did one my first year, which was titled like 1 bill to 6 bill or 1 bill to 5 bill or something like that. I'm not gonna go look it up. And it did just that. It detailed, how I made my first billion gold and then how I turned that to like 6 billion gold and then the bank exploded and how we did this. And it was a fun year recap thing. It's what everyone does. And I missed it last year. And I think that's because I was so busy maxing. I finished maxing my account in like November, I want to say. I don't know, and then it just slipped my mind to do it. And so it's been 2 years since we've taken a peek inside of the Fritos bank. And really since we've done an account update. So this is the main, okay? This is what we're doing here. This is the update that I got for you. It should come as zero surprise, but I am maxed again. Sailing came out, and for 2 months, I AFK salvaged. That's all I did. And when I say AFK salvage, I mean like I didn't even touch a fucking salvaging hook. I let the boys do their thing. And so from 87 to 99, it was like 40k XP, but it was a half an hour of being completely AFK. And so I would click once and then walk away from my laptop and not fucking think about it. If it popped back into my head or floated through my thoughts, I went, oh, I can go log in and click my boat again. That's what I did. Funny enough, I did get the pet while doing that. So lucky me. I got a 3rd soul pet at some point. Was that today? I wonder if that was last night on my laptop. I don't know. Well, there's the pet update. We're gonna go through that anyway. I wanted to go through Sailing Miscellaneous because I did wind up getting 3 cannon barrels as well, which was a nice little payday, about 15 mil plus other loot. It was like 30 mil probably going from 1 to 99 sailing, but that's the big update. That's the point. So the main point is I am remaxed. As for the bank, we are sitting at exactly 6 bill, and I've been thinking to myself before making this video, how is it possible that after 2 years of doing this shit, I'm still at a 6 bill bank? What happened? I thought to myself, well, a lot of money went into maxing. I don't know how much money it costs to get like 1 to 99 construction or, splashing and chinning mage and range, and crafting, you probably make your money back, but smithing, you lose money on, herb lore, you lose a lot of money on. I was doing max efficiency tree runs, so expensive shit there. I don't know. I'd like to think that some of it went into that. Another part of it is the GE tax. I have a very bad habit of wanting to try and do so much shit and then getting bored after like 3kc and then going through and selling and buying again. So we'll talk about my yearly goals here in a little bit, but I am notorious for selling shit to the GE and getting taxed on it. I don't have the yearly recap thing, but I did enable it on my account this year because I saw there was a section for how much you spent on GE tax, and I regret not turning it on because I am incredibly curious what that'll look like. Anywho, we're sitting at an even 6 bill. Nothing really to talk about here. I had a goofy idea for a challenge run. That's all just garbage. The pendant. Some Tocool. I am trying to get a 2nd Inferno KC, and we'll talk about that in the yearly goals or the looking forward or whatever the hell. But about 240 mil in a cash stack. This is our armor. It's really quite the cute gradient. Max mage with ornament kits, max range, barring Venator ring, max melee, kind of. I recently downgraded from Torva to Oathplate. That's because as a part of this year, I went and I got myself Radiant. I don't even know that I thought to mention this last time. We were in the... I doubt that I even had it 2 years ago, but I have Blood Ornament and Purifying Sigil now. We did wind up getting that. Holy shit, yeah. All of my money is in the year tab here, 5.5 bill. Did wind up getting that. Torva was just so expensive over Oathplate. Oathplate is so cheap for how good it is. Like, it's really fucking stupid. I don't dislike it necessarily, but the price to power ratio is a little wonky. Got the Radiant Oathplate and of course the White Rancor with it. That's something that happened this year, which blew my mind. I wanted to just like passively start going towards the White Rancor because I thought, obviously it looks cool. I'm not big into Slayer, but I knew to myself I'd start Turiel skipping to get like Inferno Slayer tasks and shit like that. And I got spooned to shit. Okay, this was alluded to in the Master Combat Achievements, which we'll get to in just a second as well, but the Master Combat Achievements video, I actually got this at like 107 KC or something, and then wound up doing like 15, 16, 17 more KC to get all the combat achievements done. Crazy fucking log. And as a main, obviously, I can just buy the Nox Halberd and the RNA boots, but Yeah, take a look at that. White Rancor and 121 KC. I don't know that I'll ever go back to a Raxor simply because this log is too cute. Anywho, like I just said, we did wind up getting Masters, so we have the Pimpin' outfit, the Fang Ornament kit, which I've had for ages because I'm a TOA baby, and the Avernic Gommel's Hilt 5, the Avernic Defender 5, whatever it is. Very cute. Very happy to have that. It was one of my long-term goals to get one of the cool-looking defenders. And this is going to sound like cope, but 5 looks so much better than 6. The GM with the gold trim, yeah, not a fan. I've really, in order to like curb my desire to buy and sell shit over and over and over again, I've really been wanting to get a scythe. That way I have all 3 mega rares and then basically max for all 3. And this is also in anticipation for Raids 4, although that's coming out in 11 fucking months, so who knows. This would be my goal, to get a scythe. I'll even like be happy to sell the Inquisitor set, kind of, I don't know. I'd like to think the Inquisitors will skyrocket once Raids 4 comes out, but we've been Inquisitor coping for several years now, and it's not gonna happen, so who knows. But yeah, the goal going forward is to get all max of these 3 combat styles, and we're almost there. But I struggle to sell some of this stuff because, like the crystal armor, I've wanted to do and this is so funny, I have a clip of me dying on wave 11 because I had the whip out and I stepped out of the pillar instead of raging with the Bofa. Oh my god, it's fucking funny. But I've been wanting to do like a real genuine sit-down talk-through guide of like a true Iron Man, like Bofa quiver. So that's why I've got all this budget shit in here. So I really truly want to go through and do that at some point. I just keep not finding the time. That's why we have the quiver. And then obviously we've been doing a little bit of gear cope on and off. I haven't really seen a boss that I really truly want to do for a little bit. I recorded all of Duke and got through to the end and was like, man, this just ain't it. It's not doing it for me. But that's where the rest of this comes in. It's all budget stuff for budget guides. Kind of goofy. And then I do have the code I want down here because, like I said, I started doing Inferno again. And my new PB, my new age PBB is like 56, I want to say. But it's been like 2 years since I've gotten my cape. It feels extra strange because I have 205 Coliseum KC. And that's because I can sit down and smack this shit out in 30 minutes. Whereas Inferno, it's a marathon, right? Colo's a sprint, Inferno's a marathon. It's so much easier for me to sit down and bang out a Coliseum run as opposed to Inferno. And I get that that's cope. It really is hard to sit down and find 2 hours of uninterrupted time. And so I think I'm going to start trying to stream Inferno attempts. Simply because I know that on Thursday nights I have 2 hours to myself. Right now that's preoccupied with teaching an Iron Man how to do quiver, so come tune in for that. It's been a lot of fun. But at some point in the near future I want to go ahead and knock that out. I would like to get 5KC so that I can stop getting the pink clay comments in the comment section. Not that they're not funny or appreciated. Alright, we're back, sorry. It didn't feel like I left for you, it was just a pause in the recording. Which means a break in my thought. I don't know what I was talking about. Probably the Inferno. I feel really bad that I don't have multiple KC because I really enjoy it, but it's just so fucking long. Like even, I should probably start tutorial skipping. I haven't actually done one on Slayer task, and so that would probably go way faster if I had it. But point is, I'm gonna start streaming that shit. That's why I got the code I want. Anywho. Nothing really in here. This is just food and my pre-pot, and then also something for a goofy little challenge. I've been enjoying the challenge videos lately as well. These runes, teleports. I mean, it's really has gotten quite boring as we've gone on. This is the loot tab. This is fun. This happened last night. Why is there an Elder Malt in the loot tab? Well, my dear boy, it's because that was my first solo purple. It was my first purple ever, but I don't ever really do solos. So that was my first purple. Sorry, my dogs are itching and burping in the background. I hope I hope that's not coming through. Yeah, it was really neat to see that. This is another part of my long-term goals, but I want to get good at chambers and maybe start doing CMs. Not positive yet. I really want to release a Chambers of Xeric in 10 minutes guide, but I can't bring myself to do it. Like the script has all been written, but like I can't bring myself to actually publish it and record it until I know 4-1 like the back of my hand. 3-1 mage, easy peasy. 4-1, I have no fucking clue what I'm doing. It's just, my brain goes away. Anywho, this is the loot tab right now. 140 mil on top of this, so you know, we're sitting at like 400 mil cash stack. We talked about this already, but obviously the Raxite Slayer helm, I have the white Rancor, ornament kits, all that good stuff. 5 parasites. 5 parasitic eggs. So one of my long-term goals from Fasani, and boy has she been good to me, is to get Little Nightmare. I don't remember what the drop rate is. I think it's 1400. But I really enjoy Fasani's just as a boss. I think it would be really fun to greenlog her as well. Get the jar and the little nightmare. That's going to take a long fucking time, but something that I think would be fun. Because quite frankly, I think it's the best looking pet in the game. Little parasite thing going behind you. It's disgusting and terrifying. And it's one of those pets that not a lot of people have because most people fucking hate this place. Me personally, I love it. But yeah, hella spoon on the parasitic eggs. Hella spooned on everything in here. I've had a very, very, very lucrative log at Fasani's. I'm sure this contributes to my desire to go and see her again when she keeps spitting out money. And now we're going to talk about these. I've bitched about it a lot in previous videos and in shorts, so I'm going to keep this quick here, okay? Vardorvis. I will return to him to get the pet, but he spit out 7 axe heads and 3 Ultors in under 2000 KC. Absolutely ridiculous. Disgusting, vile, putrid, horrifying. I don't know why it happened, but it did. And here we are. Now, I got my original about 2 years ago. I made it a point to go ahead and get and make my first axe, okay? And that's what I wanted to do, and that's what I did, right? I wound up making like 400 mil from the Bellator ring, on top of like 300 mil from the axe. That's where I got basically $1 billion gold pretty early on in my account, was putting together this axe. So then a year goes by, and I think to myself, you know, I'm continuing to kill Vardorvis because it's relaxing and chill, and he's spitting out Ultor rings. But through that time, I got 6 additional axe heads, and I thought to myself, you know, it's possible to just put one of these together again. Not a big deal. And so I go back, and Duke spits out a second. And Leviathan was pretty stingy as well. Took a long time to get, not even my first lure, it took a long time. But it took a long time to get my second lure as well. Whisperer hates my guts. I have an image around here somewhere, and I'll throw it up. But I actually hit the 0th percentile. I went 3,400 KC without seeing my second Siren Staff. And in that time, I got 5 pets. It was ridiculous. And then even the rings I'm in the 12th percentile at, right? Like, I just dry as shit at Whisper. I don't know what happened. I don't know why. I don't know what I did in a past life. I don't know what I did in this fucking life to deserve this, but this is where we're at. And a really kind of important and special clip happened for me. Well, because I got it on stream. I got it on stream. I was streaming. And when I stream, I generally play like copyrighted music for the first hour, and then eventually I get DMCA striked and they shut my stream down. And then I switch it to like video game music or whatever, and then I continue on with my day. And after I got struck, someone suggested I play Donkey Kong Country 2 music, and I thought this would be great. And it starts playing, and a song that I have not heard since I was playing Super Smash Bros. Brawl with my little brother 15 some odd years ago starts playing. And I'm just gonna let the clip run, because I made it a point to come and pull it down. The stream audio was a little fucked up, so the quality is gonna be lower and the audio balancing is gonna be fucked up, but just go ahead and take a look. Not extensively, but he seems like a pretty sweet dude. He definitely got me my, oh, this song. That's where this is from. So, I know a bunch of these songs from Super Smash Bros. Brawl, because that was like my... How many songs? Yeah, 2 million views. Yeah, this is a popular one, I'm sure. Oh my god, I'm gonna get like all teary-eyed, dude. I can't do this. Holy shit. Oh my god, I'm like picturing me and my brother playing Smash Brothers together. We're just fucking kids. Where has the time gone, man? Fuck my life. I'm a father of 2, married for several years now, working a big boy job. I just want to go and play the Smash Brothers campaign with my little brother again. Time only goes one direction, folks. For some reason, I'm spending it at the fucking Whisperer. Yeah, this is a song and a half. It's over. Oh my god, it's over. Is that in the clip? Me talking about my little brother? There's no fucking way. Oh my god, we're listening to Donkey Kong Country 2 Sticker Brush Symphony. Holy fuck. You can bet your bottom fucking dollar I texted my brother immediately and told him and caught up and talked and hung out. It was very, very heartwarming. Very, very much a sign from the universe to reach out to family. As we're finally done with this grind, okay? And it ended in what I believe is a spectacular way. But what to do with these other 5 axe heads? Over 2 years, 2 years of on and off Whisperer killing to try and get my second fucking Soul Reaper's axe. I can say definitively, without a doubt, I never, ever, ever want to see these fucking axe heads again, okay? They don't even deserve a high alch, alright? I never want to see anything like this put into the game ever again, okay? I don't want some stupid untradeable bullshit split across 4 fucking bosses that you can all go dry at or all get lucky at to be put into the game, okay? We're not doing this again, alright, Jagex? No more axe heads. It's gone. I'm done with this bullshit. Please and thank you. All right, anywho, that's the gist of it. That's the bank. Oh, this is the final tab. This is just some untradeable stuff that I got from sailing, and then a bunch of Sunkissed Bone Shards and Spirit Seeds from, and Tooth Keys from Doom. And part of me wants to start going for the Moon Hat. I think it's like 1 in 500, so I could just get 500 Tooth Keys from Doom. Maybe like 100. Maybe I can do an opening at 100. I don't know. But then a ton of Spirit Seeds. Just untradeable shit from Doom, which collects dust over there. Then anyway, we're gonna go through the achievements of the past year real quick through the collection log. Then we'll call it a day, okay? There's the bank. All right, Abyssal Sire, no changes. Alchemical Hydra. So a lot of this is going to be predating the last bank video, but stuff that I've never covered, and it's probably even if I have covered it, it's probably changed since then. Abyssal Sire, I've been super lucky at. I actually created my bludgeon while doing the Slayer grind forever ago, but no head, no pet, no Abyssal Dagger. Hydra, not terribly lucky, not unlucky either necessarily. I want to go back someday and complete the combat achievements for it, because I do not have it. And part of me wants to, like, I'm just going to start going through some of these because they're boring and I'm going to talk over it. But part of me wants to go back through and do pet hunting at some point in my life. I don't know if it would actually be super fun or super shitty. I really don't know. Probably a fight I've had forever is 6k sea essence, which is funny as hell. Most of the wilderness bosses, aside from the 1 extra KC I got during my last video, you'll see is just the KCCA. Cerberus is an incredibly spooned log. This is where I got a lot of money too. These were all 30 mil at the time of me selling that, so, you know, 270 mil profit there on top of everything else. Zilly was another spooned one. Happened forever ago, though. Dag Kings, I've gotten really lucky with the Berserker and Archer rings. I've been incredibly spooned going there before. And I honestly find the boss kind of fun, so I'd like to go back at some point. I've done a lot of deep delves and a lot of total delves, and I've been dry for quite some time on Doom. I actually have 5 pets, but anytime I see a pet now, or it might be 6, I don't know, 5 or 6. Anytime I see a pet now, I just keep going until I die, because why keep adding him to the log? I don't care. All things considered, the luck is fairly balanced out, but it's been probably like 100 deep delves since I've seen a unique. It's starting to feel a little bit dry for me, but would really like another Abernic Treads drop as I try and build my bank up towards getting max in all 3 combat styles. Just need to buy that scythe back. Getting close, but not quite there. Duke Succulus, we already went over. Fight Caves, another pet thing. Fortis Coliseum, I don't know where I got this 3rd pet from. I promise you, just a little bit ago I had 2. So at some point in the past, whatever. Would have had 4 Ralloses, but lost that. Gauntlet, wow, I didn't realize I was so lucky. It's fun having the percentile plugin. This is Collection Log Luck plugin. It's cute having those up. Learn quite a bit about your account that you wouldn't know otherwise. And it doesn't work with every log, obviously, but still neat to know that I'm in the 92nd percentile for Armor Seeds. Eat your heart out, Iron Man. Barrage Door, pretty lucky at as well. Mole, doesn't matter. Grotesque Guardians has always spit out cores and rings for me. I don't know why. I haven't gotten anything like crazy good from them, but this is definitely a pet that I'd like to go back and farm at some point as well. Spory's been green-logged forever. Huey Codal is another one. Pet's not like in the top. I should do a pet tier list. That'd be fun. Although tier lists are kind of old now, aren't they? I don't know. It's not like my top favorite pet, but it's definitely one of the cuter ones. Inferno, still a shitter. I will get back in there. I will get 5kc. Shit, we might even go for the pet if I start getting good enough. Who knows? KQ, love the pet. Would love to go back, but sure as shit is annoying to farm. KBD is another pet that I'd really like to get. I have all the dragon plushies from the... It's not creator crafted. It's some fucking thing. I have all the plushies in my house, and I would really like the KBD pet at some point. Super dry on the Kraken pet, but have had that forever. Kriara, absolutely nothing there. I should go back and get 100 KC. She's not as bad as I thought after starting to learn it a little bit more. Brill, Leviathan, we've already talked about. Moons of Peril, I did 160-ish KC right when it came out, and I got everything except for the pants. And so any unique is good money at this point. I don't know if... Do you tell the prices? You don't. Any unique is good money at this point. Next, this log is broken because it's all been done in mass. But this is how I got my first billion gold. I AFK'd in next masses, and roughly every 2,000 KC, you could expect to get a drop. I would just do 25 damage to Kruor right as he came out, and then I'd go AFK in the corner. Got 2 Torva Helms and a Nihil Horn, and then 2 pets. It was decent. I wouldn't necessarily recommend it, but honestly, if you're sitting in meetings and you can pay a little bit of attention, but not a lot of attention, it's not a bad option for making money, because you do get, I'd say, like 1 to 2 mil worth of supplies and shit at the end. I have a guide at it. You have like 1 to 2 mil in like supply drops and shit from next regardless. But yeah, it's not, I wouldn't highly recommend it. It's not like you're making any progress on your account. You're just sitting in a corner rolling dice. Nightmare we already looked at. Obor's cute, nothing there. Phantom Muspa, decent on Venator shards. Not an unfun boss. I think I could go back and enjoy it at some point if I really wanted to grind out the pet. Royal Titans got super lucky on the scrolls. I didn't even really need to go there, but I was doing it with some buddies, and thought, hey, may as well try and grab them. Seracnus, Scorpia, and Scurius, nothing. Shellbrain Griffin, haven't even touched. Scotizo. Temperos is actually a decently fun boss. The more I've done it, I've been like, you know what, I could get behind this. It's well designed, it's cute, and I wish I had done more of it when training fishing to 99. Thermi, Bardorvis we already looked at. I will be going back to the Butch pet at some point in the future. Benenatis, Vedion, Vorkath, super lucky on the pet. Never really want to go back here. Whisper, fuck you. Wintertodd, cute. I really like the pet. Never actually got the tome here, but I've done quite a bit of Wintertodd. That's mainly how I trained my fire making to 99. Yama, oh, he's been good to me, man. He's been really good to me. I got this helm with PD on the day of release. Sold it for a couple 100 mil probably. Then I got a solo helm and a solo Oathplate and a solo Soul Flamehorn all in the past month. I do like 2 or 3. You know, if I'm bored at night, I'll do like 2 or 3. I actually don't really have the stomach to sit there and grind them out, but goddamn, were we pretty fucking lucky with it. Zolcano, nothing of note. Zulra, nothing of note. Raids are the big ones. I already spoiled this a little bit for you, but I am learning Chambers of Zarek and got my solo Elder Maul last night. It feels kind of bad that it could have been a T-Bow, but honestly, I shouldn't be bitching. A Elder Maul at 32 KC is still pretty good. Theater of Blood, I have gotten absolutely nothing in. I've done 10 completions through, it's Adicon's learner Discord. I don't really know. I've long since left that Discord. I honestly would probably just get the KC somewhere else and start doing like 416 mass worlds. But I did see a scythe split the one time I went through learners, so I got a couple 100 mil out of that, which is cute. TOA, my beloved. At some point, I want to go back and greenlog TOA, I think. I really want the Kefri pet. Anything bug related, I've noticed that I really like. KQ, Kefri pet, Parasite is kind of a bug. Anything bug related is really cute, but my distribution is super weird. I've gotten way too many fangs and rings for the KC that I'm at. I got my Shadow in a 210. I don't know, just lots of rings and wards, and then pets, and it's not nearly as many masks or Masori pieces. The distribution is just kind of off, but I have been probably lucky on purples. A lot of normal completions, way more normal completions than I should have, but I was scared. I was a shitter 2 years ago. I thought to myself, well, the skull turned red. There's no way that I could do it. I can only do the blue skull raids. Anywho, since they've added this, I've gotten 3 Jewels of a Masket too, which is pretty goofy. Clues, there's nothing really to show here except Ranger Boots. 60 mil in Ranger Boots and 93 completions. I actually had both of these in under 40, but I've since gone back. I thought that it would be fun to make money with medium clue scrolls, killing guards. Back when I was just a cute little noob. Don't really have anything else to show here. I don't care about any of this. Oh yeah, we'll do pets. Pets real quick. Got Serb. We kind of saw it already while going through. Scotizo, Vorkath, double Rock Golem, and a Heron. I would like to go and get the woodcutting. I was thinking about like woodcutting magic logs as an AFK activity so that I can get some of the loop halves for the moon key. And also get a chance at the beaver pet there. Did AFK for the Abyssal Protector as well. I have a decent amount of the skilling pets, all things considered. I feel like if I knocked out the skilling pets, I would have no problem doing an all pets grind where I go and PvM bosses. I think the skilling bosses are my main hang up. I don't want to do chompies or herbies or chinchompas, you know. This is the log, the crazy, insane pet log. You can clearly see which content I like the most, or at very least do the most. I don't know. I hope you had a wonderful year. I know this is late. I've been putting it off for ages. But remember to call your family. Tell the people that you love them. Tell the people that you're fighting with that you love them too. I don't know. Be kind to strangers. Don't be a prick. Stop listening to strangers on the internet. Turn off the news. Go outside. Touch grass. All right. Goodbye.